Hindsight, they say, is 2020. And this applies a lot in football. In the summer, clubs were chasing certain players and even fans were begging for them to be signed, and when it didn't happen, it felt like it was the end of the world. Well, a few months into the season and the club and fans are now thankful that those players weren't signed. Who are some of the players who fall into this category? We'll find out in this video today. These are 7 players top clubs are now happy to have missed out on this season. We'll start with Xavi Simons. He was close to joining Chelsea in the summer and a lot of fans seemed to really want him at the club. There were many welcome to Chelsea videos floating around for him and the fans quickly grew impatient and angry when Chelsea appeared to be delaying the transfer. Eventually they didn't sign him and he ended up joining their city rivals, and Chelsea fans were really pissed because they thought they had missed out on an absolute gem. Well, 7 months into the season and every Chelsea fan is really happy that the club didn't sign him in the summer, as his form at Spurs has been nothing to write home about. Chelsea have been doing just fine without him. They got João Pedro instead, who can play as a 9 and a 10, and of course they have Cole Palmer, who just recently returned from injury. They also got Buonanotte at no cost, and they'll likely get Enciso next season in the 10. As for the 8, Enzo, Andre Santos and even Reece James have been doing a fantastic job there, so Chelsea are super happy to have missed out on Simons. In similar fashion, Man United are happy to have missed out on Liam Delap. The Red Devils came so close to signing him in the summer after Ipswich were relegated from the Premier League. After the season he had, United fans wanted him so badly, but eventually Chelsea were the quickest to get the deal done and they thought they had hit the jackpot, especially at that price. Well, we're halfway into the season and Delap has scored only 1 goal. He has also had some disciplinary issues. This dude was injured for 2 months, came back and immediately picked up a red card, forcing him to be sidelined again when the team needed him. Strikers are signed to score goals and Delap has managed only 1 in 10 games in a Chelsea side that has been scoring for fun this season. Manchester United look at this and are thankful they did not sign him. There's another player United are happy they missed out on. Can you guess who it is? Take a shot in the comments, we'll see if you're right soon. While you're there, if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, go do that right away so you never miss out on our amazing content. Now, let's go to Manchester City. They are surely very thankful they did not sign Rodrigo in the summer, especially at that amount. Reports said that the Mancunian club came close to paying around £100 million for the Brazilian in the summer, but he refused to leave Real Madrid. Well, they must be really happy right now because that could have been their second £100 million disaster in just 4 years. Rodrigo has not scored in his first 16 games this season, and he recently just broke the record for longest scoreless run by an attacker in Real Madrid history. This dude has scored just 1 league goal in 2025, and that came in January. City currently have a problem with their wingers not scoring enough. Imagine if they added another one to the pack in the summer, except that this one cost £100 million. It would have been absolutely insane. That was a massive bullet dodged right there. And it's not just for City, it's also for Arsenal and other teams who even considered this for a second. But while City are happy they didn't sign a winger from another club is thankful they didn't sign their own winger. We're talking about Savinho here. You guys remember that he was so close to joining Spurs in the summer, right? Everything seemed all but done, but it eventually fell through with Pep reportedly wanting to keep the 21-year-old. Well, Spurs must be thankful it did, because Savinho has been very underwhelming this season. We say Rodrigo has scored just 1 league goal this year. Well, Savinho has not even scored at all in the Premier League this year. In fact, Savinho has scored only 1 goal in his entire Premier League career. Last season, he found ways to make up for his goal drought. He provided 8 assists and won 2 penalties. Well, this season, he has provided only 1 Premier League assist. Across all competitions, he has only 1 goal and 2 assists in 16 appearances this season, and that 1 goal came against Huddersfield in the EFL Cup. If he's struggling to score in a high-scoring team like Man City, imagine how much worse he would have been in Thomas Frank's Spurs team. The North London club must be very happy that they missed out on the Brazilian, more so because they have Kudus on that wing who leads the Premier League for assists so far this season. Let's now leave England for a bit. You remember that AC Milan came super close to signing Victor Boniface in the summer? Yeah, they must be really happy they called that one off because the Nigerian has not been having the best season at his new club. Following the collapse of the Milan deal, he ended up remaining in Germany, making a move to Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga. but he is yet to find the back of the net for them. The striker has blanked in all the 10 games he has played so far, and in fact, he doesn't even start. 8 of those 10 appearances he has made for the club came from off the bench. Meanwhile, Milan decided to just convert Leao and Pulisic into strikers, and it has really been paying off. They're now both fighting for the Golden Boot and have shot Milan to the top of Serie A. This probably would not have happened if they had signed Boniface, so they must be happy they missed out. Now, for the second year running, Barcelona must be super excited that they missed out on Nico Williams. Last year they missed out on signing him, and Rafinha turned into an absolute beast, putting up the most unimaginable numbers ever in his first full season as a left winger. This season Barcelona tried to sign the Spaniard again, but it all fell through and they ended up going for Marcus Rashford on loan. Well, Nico Williams has been involved in just 5 goals in 13 appearances in the league and Champions League this season. Meanwhile, Rashford has been involved in 15 goals in 19 appearances for Barcelona, while playing in a new league for the first time in his career. Apart from the numbers, Rashford has been very available. Nico has missed 7 games for Athletic due to injury this season, while Rashford has missed just 1. In a season where Barcelona have really struggled with injuries, they surely would have hated it if they paid a quite significant sum to add another one to the fold in the summer. So yeah, we're certain they're very happy to have missed out on Nico Williams once again. But knowing Barcelona, we won't be surprised if they go for him again next summer. Now, remember we said that Man United are happy to have missed out on another player? It's Emi Martinez. They came so close to signing the Argentine in the last days of the summer transfer window, but they ended up pulling out of the deal at the last minute, forcing the goalkeeper to remain at Aston Villa despite having already said goodbye to the club. Now, the reason United must be happy about missing out on him is hardly about him and more about the guy they signed, Senne Lammens. United missed out on a 33-year-old and ended up signing a player 10 years younger with similar qualities and at a much cheaper fee. It sounds like a fantastic deal all round. Lammens has been pretty solid since he moved to Old Trafford, and even though there might have been some doubt when the deal happened, it's clear now that Man United fans all around the world are happy it was him and not Emi Martinez in the summer. Now, are there more players that top clubs are now happy to have missed out on in the summer? You know, those ones that feel like dodged bullets? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye. The world's biggest tournament is coming, and the official FIFA World Cup 26 Try-Under competition ball is here at the Goal 90 shop. Designed for the game's biggest stage, it's built for precision, speed and control. Right now, you can make it yours with 30% off plus free shipping. Don't just watch the World Cup, own a piece of it. Visit goal90.shop today and order now.
Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Join the Goal90 Shop affiliate program and start earning today. Get your unique affiliate link and exclusive discount coupon to share with your audience. Every sale made through your link earns you a 10% commission. No limits, just real earnings. Don't miss out. Turn your influence into income now. Well, you've asked for it and we've finally delivered. Relive the glory days with the most iconic designs in football history. Whether you're a fan of classic club colours or legendary international strips, we've got something to ignite your nostalgia. Perfect for match days, casual wear or adding to your collection. Shop the new retro range now at goal90.shop. Massive discounts await.